I don't know. Good morning, my beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome to the family. Today, I would like to talk about 5 creative tips that will bring your photography to the very next level. Now, these are creative tips, so they're not all technical. So if you're just looking for something creative to kind of branch out, to get out of that box that you're trapped in, these are the tips for you. My very first tip is to use reflections. Now you're probably wondering, what do you mean by that? What I mean is you can use glass, you can use a mirror, you can use even a puddle of water. That is one of my favorites, actually. And you can also create your own puddles of water by taking a big bottle of water and pouring it on the ground and making a puddle and then using that as the reflection, like it just rained or something like that. You can also use your phone. If you have an iPhone of some kind or another phone that has a large surface of glass, which is a lot of phones nowadays, you could hold that below or to the side of your lens and catch a reflection, and you can add a little creativity to your photo. My second tip is to use a prism. Now you're probably wondering what a prism is. So you can buy these on Amazon, or I don't actually know where else you can buy it. I bought mine off of Amazon. Now mine looks a little different than a lot of other photographers, but I decided to kind of go a little different and try it out. This is my prism. What this does is it catches the light and reflects it into the lens and actually creates either multiple reflections or just one, depending on which one I want to use. I can kind of tilt it like this and use multiple reflections into the lens, or I can actually focus through the hole in the middle and it'll create a really cool effect around everything. A lot of people use a stick prism. You can use one of that, or you can order one of these. It's creativity, do what you want. Tip 3, fairy lights. Fairy lights are very useful, especially in wedding photography. I use them a lot. These are fairy lights. As you see, it just has an on-off switch on the back. These are fairy lights. So what you can do is you can wrap it a couple times around in a circle, and then you can place that really close to your lens so they're out of focus and you can shoot through the middle, which causes really cool reflections. You can also put this around your subject and go from your lens down onto your subject. And I use this a lot for details, so I put this like in the background or through the rings of some kind, but I use them a lot in the background. And this just kind of adds a little bit of something to your photo. And just a little hint, you can buy these at your creative store or hobby store, like Michael's of some kind. You can buy them there. And then I also bought these at Michael's, so I can store my fairy lights in here. They don't unravel, they don't get damaged, and then also I can carry them here if I have to hold my camera and focus here. I can easily carry them. Just a little tip. Tip 4, long exposure. Now I've talked about this before in night photography, but you can also use it in a very creative way. But you can use it as a light hitting a person and having lights go on each side of them. You can do a long exposure. It was popular a couple of years ago where they used to use sparklers and run around the people and have this like sparkler trail. It's not so popular anymore, but you can do that with long exposure with any kind of light, or just get creative. Tip number 5, use what's around you. I go to a whole bunch of venues all over the place, and it's hard to bring all of your props to do photos. So a lot of times I try and use what is around me for different things in the photo. So I actually like to shoot through things, kind of like trees or flowers or bushes or something like that, to create some sort of greenery in the front that's out of focus. It's really nice. It gives dimension to the photo. I've also brought, this is something that I would bring to a wedding, is a sparkler. Like I just was speaking about before, where they do sparkler trails. I don't do that anymore, but I do light a sparkler, and in my hand, as I'm trying to shoot the photo, I have the sparkler not right against the camera, but somewhat in front of the lens, so the spark is out of focus, but it creates this really cool effect. And the couple is lit up from behind with a flash. Little warning, do not use this in places that do not allow sparklers. Please be safe with those. But use what's around you. Think outside of that little tiny box and see what you can use. Try a whole bunch of different things. Try shooting through a bridge. I did that once. I was taking a photo of a river and I actually shot through the bridge circle. And I actually left the circle in, and it's really cool. It's a little out of focus, but people are really interested in it. They're like, what's this? What's going on? It's so cool. So use what is around you, try things out. Don't be scared to be creative. And you won't know until you try if you're gonna succeed or not. And if you fail, you fail. Whatever, you tried something new. That's awesome. You never know. You absolutely never know. There are some techniques out there that I have tried that are just not my style, but I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't tried it. Go ahead, use these 5 creative tips, see what works for you, and hopefully I can create another video with some more creative tips for you guys later on. I hope this has helped you guys build your photography, and I hope you try some of these tips. Please hit that little subscribe button and hit that little bell icon so you know the next time my video gets posted. Hit that little like button. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. I need to know if you guys are liking what you're seeing. I would love to know that. And leave a comment down below and tell me what you guys want to see, what you want to hear. Let me know. I need to know. Anyways, I hope you keep shooting, and I'll see you in the next video.